What's up, everyone? You know what time it is. It's time to talk about leaks. But before that, we saw this amazing cover for the upcoming Black Clover volume, which shows Ryuya, and it looks really sick. I know everyone was expecting Lucius, and some were afraid that we were gonna get a Morris volume cover, which I find kind of funny. Can you imagine Morris getting his own cover before Lucius? That would be insane. But no, it's an awesome Ryu cover, and of course he's with a dragon, which Ryu is. I believe it stands for dragon in Japanese, so it's really cool. Next, some bad news. We will have a break next week for Black Clover. In fact, according to Knight, it's a 2-week break. So I'm guessing that Tabata still has a score to settle with his wife because he lost in Butsumo. So of course, he needs 2 weeks in order to get a dub. No, but I'm not exactly sure why he's going on break for 2 weeks, but hopefully everything's going alright with Tabata, because this is a bit unexpected, especially since we're getting closer to the movie releasing. But the best we can do now is just hope for the best. But yeah, let me get straight to the chapter. So the chapter's title is called The Invisible World. And next, we see Knight tweeting out. She says, chapter starts off with Noelle versus Acer. Let's go, Noelle. And that's my line, mother. And I see the first 2 pages. Let me get a good look at it. And wow, this art is actually looking really good. Damn, this looks insane. Yeah, I'm guessing this is Noelle using her Sea Dragon's Roar. Or a variation of it. It definitely looks like it. And yeah, the line I just read right now, she's charging at her mother and they're both fighting. Next we got page 3, and we switch point of views. And according to this, yeah, we go to Yuno versus Lucius, which is something we haven't seen in a hot minute. Now we got Knight saying the chapter shifts to Yuno versus Lucius. Lucius remarks that Yuno caught up to his speed with the mobility of his star and wind magic. Quote, but it's over. With this one attack, I'll take control of your soul. Okay, Lucius. Next, Yuno pulls up a shield against Lucius. Wind Spirit Creation Magic. Spirit of Notus. Let me see. Yeah, they're fighting here, and wow, this panel looks insane. The fight looks insane in general. And wow, Lucius is just stopping all of Yuno's attacks, or at least it looks that way. Yeah, and I see the shield, yeah, pages 6 to 7. Yeah, at first when I saw this, I thought it was Lucius pulling up a shield, because I couldn't see it very well on my phone, but now that I'm seeing it on my PC, yeah, it's definitely Yuno's shield, and it actually looks really cool. Yeah, but Lucius is grabbing a hold of it. I never really imagined Yuno with a shield, but it's a really cool concept. Next, yeah, Lucius is surprised, and Yuno speeds up even more. Yuno, I'll end this as soon as possible. And yeah, I already thought Yuno was going fast enough, but he's going even faster? Oh my god. Yeah, we definitely see it in the next 2 panels. And this is an interesting one. I see Yuno dressed up as a king, or perhaps the King of Spade. Yeah, Knight has it covered for me. Lucius ponders Yuno, who grew up in the Clover Kingdom, has this much power. In his visions, the world in which Yuno is the most powerful is the one where the rebellion didn't happen and he grew up in Spade. Even that Yuno needed several years to master star magic. So, wow, this is Yuno in a different timeline, a timeline where he wasn't raised in Clover and he was raised in Spade without having, anybody having to overcome, the kingdom. He grew up normally. There was no issues whatsoever. And that's so interesting to me. Because we know, at least according to Lucius, there's various different events that were supposed to play out differently. So, I mean, there's a whole multiverse in Black Clover alone where, we see Yuno as the King of Spade. And who knows what else could have been different. Well, we know that, thanks to the clock theory, there are very likely times where Austin and the gang did lose to Lucifero. But it was thanks to Lucius's interference multiple times trying to change the events of history to make, Lucifero lose. So, who knows what could have been different before that. But, yeah, moving on. But this Yuno has mastered star magic. In a year, even so, he's more powerful than those visions where he was the strongest in an alternate world where he grew up in Spade. So that's interesting. So In the other timeline, spent years trying to learn sword magic, but here he definitely mastered it within a year. But, given the circumstances, he definitely needed to, because look what just happened in Spade. He just fought against Lucifero, and he's definitely aware that there were other devils out there, so he needed to get stronger and be prepared for those fights. Of course, being unaware that Lucius was out there dealing with that on his own, and he wasn't aware that Lucius was going to be the endgame, but, still, with, like, the knowledge that he had already, and the fact that there were other devils to deal with, plus, we saw, Adra, go away at the end of Spade. Must have felt like he needed to be stronger, because what if he has to fight someone else like Lucifero? So, it makes sense. I'm guessing in the other timeline where was trying to learn sword magic, there probably wasn't an imminent threat like there was with Lucifero or like Lucius or anything. He probably was more relaxed and tame in trying to learn sword magic compared to now where he absolutely needed to master it. So, very interesting to see these two timelines and perspectives and whatnot. Next, we see this 10th page, and it's, Noelle, she's continuing her fight against Acer. And we see Meriliana and Fuegoleon, and, the rest of the Crimson Lions. And, oh my god, please, Fuegoleon, my man, I need you to do something, please. I'm like, your last line of defense, everyone else is giving up on you, but I want to believe, please, Tabata, give me a spirit drive. Fuegoleon with Salamander, please. We can't just have Meriliana doing all the work in the Crimson Lions. She's not even technically a Crimson Lion anymore. But I digress. Next, page 11 and 12, which shows off more of Yuno's fight against Lucius, which looks really awesome, by the way. Next, Knight tweets out, Lucius ponders on, quote, the others too. There shouldn't have been a future where the youngest of the Silva household is so strong. Morris should have killed Mirio instantly. Fuegoleon should have died and not been here. The Magic Knights should have been wiped out by now. So this is exactly what I'm saying. So that events in time are turning out to be different than what Lucius had anticipated. So you look at all this, and I was talking about this with Josh as well, and everyone else is tweeting about this because it's kind of obvious. It's Asta. He's caused the butterfly effect. He's like the anomaly in this whole situation with Lucius trying to see into various different timelines. Like, look what he just said. The youngest of the Silva household, which is Noelle, is strong. What caused that? Noelle was dealing with a lot of issues with her family, and she wasn't able to control her magic, but things changed when she met Asta earlier in Black Clover. In the earlier chapters, it was thanks to Asta and the Black Bulls, and, all their journeys together that helped her, slowly become able to control her magic and become stronger. And, just becoming an overall powerful mage. It's thanks to their influence. So clearly Asta is, the one causing all this. But then that brings up an interesting question. When did this start? Because I saw Potasio tweet it out, who is really awesome, by the way. I'd recommend giving him a follow. It's interesting because when did the future diverge from Lucius's visions? Was it when Lasita sealed Libe? Was it when Libe escaped the underworld? Or was it when Asta was born? And in my opinion, I think it would have to be when Libe left. Because I don't think anybody would have anticipated a devil leaving the underworld on their own. And we know Lucifero absolutely hated that idea. And, it's something that's completely uncommon. And I don't think anybody would have seen that coming. I think Libe might have been, the one to have really started changing things. And then, boom, when Asta was born, that was just, that was it. That's when the butterfly effect started happening. So I find that extremely interesting. Though, that's just my guess. It could have been right when Asta was born. Maybe Libe wasn't exactly, the main cause of it. But it's just, really interesting to see. And then next we got this sick panel of Asta and Yuno together. The 13th page. Peak shonen rivalry right here. I fucking love this. Asta and Yuno together like this. They are probably my favorite rivals ever. I love these two so much. Their rivalry is everything to me. And just look at how well drawn it is. Yuno and Asta look sick here. Oh my god, I love these two so much. And this entire page is just awesome. I can't praise Tabata enough for that. What a sick panel. And next, Lucius says, why? What's different? What's the difference to my foresight? And then next, Knight tweets out, this this world, this is a future I did not see. The world that Asta has affected. Yeah, Lucius is stumped, man. He isn't able to really see anything because of Asta. He wants that man gone. And then next, the final 2 pages, strikes Lucius. Boom. Just one clean slice. Kind of like, when Asta hit Dante in their fight. But here, it's against Lucius, which is really awesome to see. But, of course, this is where the chapter ends, and it's like a really neat cliffhanger, but I don't think there's really anything to, like, worry about when it comes to Lucius. He looks a bit worried here, but I think it's like a little bait. When it returns, I'm pretty sure Lucius is going to have something up his sleeve. I noticed that someone said that he used gravity magic earlier. I mean, of course, he's very likely using his sibling's magic, so I'm kind of hoping, praying that we see the Triad back really soon. It'd be really awesome if it was the next chapter. But it's definitely not the end here. Lucius may be surprised that, hit him, but I don't think this is going to be the end for him just yet. But yeah, this is a solid chapter. Like, this is really good. And I cannot wait to read the officials, because I'm pretty sure there's some stuff here I'm missing. But yeah, overall, very fun chapter. Really good art, as usual. And it's really awesome to see a lot more of Yuno's fight against Lucius, as well as seeing Noelle fight against her mother. It's a shame that we're going on a break, a 2-week break, but, it is what it is. I do look forward to whenever it returns. I hope Tabata is doing well. And, yeah, feel free to let me know what you guys think about the chapter, what you think about Lucius and Asta being the one that's, this butterfly effect that's preventing him from really being able to change the events of time and whatnot. Feel free to share all your thoughts, your theories on that and what's going to happen next. But yeah, that'll do it for me. Take care, everyone. Peace out.